Hi, it's Debbie from Creatively Yours and welcome to my 73rd Flosstube video. Happy New Year everyone. This is my first Flosstube of 2021. I hope you had a wonderful New Year's Eve and I hope this year is going to be a lot better than last year. So yeah, thank you for everybody who is subscribing to my channel. I saw an increase of numbers. Thank you for the long time subscribers, and yeah, it's really appreciated. I have some things to tell you. I have a lot of finishes, a lot of FFOs. I was on an FFO streak. I have some whips, of course. It's my sweetie year with a little bit of plants, and I have some haul or stitchy kindness, and I think that's it. You can hear noises because we are in a severe lockdown here in the Netherlands. It's Friday the 8th of January. We are in a severe lockdown and or severe. There are people who don't give a crap about regulations, but that's a whole different story. So for me, I am home. I'm working from home, half days still, and we are all home. And the son of my boyfriend is with us as well and is homeschooling, so you can hear noises, and the bathroom or the shower is right behind me. So if you can hear noises, it's because of life. So but let's talk about stitching because that's why you're here. I will first show you my finishes. I started this pattern and I have the picture here. Merry Hollyberries by Brenda Gervais. Yeah, Brenda Gervais. I started this on Christmas Eve, and so it didn't make the cut to my whip parade. If you haven't seen my whip parade, it's right here, and if you did, thank you. It was a movie, but I loved it, and next year or this year if I still have this amount of whips, I will cut it in two, so because I don't want a too long video. But I started this on Christmas Eve and I finished it on Boxing Day, so I'm going to show you. I have a board and I ironed. I ironed my pieces. This is what I did. This is on 32 count polka dot or petty point natural linen, and let's see, it's hard to show you. This is what I did. I used my own picked colors from the cover picture, so, and I love how this turned out, and I have already have a finishing idea, but I need to paint something, so you will see this when it's fully finished, but it's a finish in 2 days. So that's that one. Then if you haven't seen, I believe it was the Flossmas video number 24 of Michelle, Mama Loves You GV. She made a freebie pattern herself because she always mentioned Stay Classy Stitchers, and I really love that pattern. So I downloaded it and I stitched it. I stitched it on New Year's Eve, and this is what I have. I used 40 count old linen by XJudesign, and I used Sulky 12 weight black, and I love it. And the coverage on 40 count with Sulky, which is about 1.5 strand of DMC, is great. And I'm going to finish this into a into a frame, but not into the frame. I will show you when I finish it, because this is for my niece. Naomi, if you are watching, turn your head around. You are not supposed to be watching, so this is for my niece. I already made Home is Where You Poop for her, but I like this one better, and this is appropriate for her because she is a beautician, and she is currently almost done with her education of skin specialist. So, and I thought Stay Classy was appropriate. So that was my second finish for the last part of 2020. So in total I had 19 finishes in 2020. So that's more than the years before. So, and water, because resolutions and health and and talking and throat, and yeah. Then I have some fully finishes I am going to show you. First off, Michelle, Mama Loves You GB. If you have seen my whip parade, you have seen I ditched 4 projects, and there was one in particular, and I ditched it because I didn't like it anymore. But I was also thinking about how am I going to finish the part I have, because I had done a lot on it and it was a waste to just toss it. So I was just thinking about it and I couldn't come up with a good idea. I had some comments stating very nice ideas, but then I saw the comment of Michelle, Mama Loves You GB, and she is genius. Michelle, if you are watching, and I think you do, when I am in doubt of how I am going to finish stuff, I am going to contact you because you are a genius. She mentioned, what if you finish, and I'm first going to show you the cover picture. This was the ditched project. This is De Vogels, or The Birds, by Joke Trebbe de Nijs. And I finished almost half of the circle. And I wasn't in love with this anymore. And there were some other things going on with Joke Trebbe de Nijs about another pattern which there was a pattern called the Quaker, and that was a freebie from someone else, and she just took that freebie and added some of her own stuff and called it hers, and that's not right. That's not done. So from that moment on, I wasn't happy stitching patterns from Joke anymore. But that's also another story. So that was the pattern, and Michelle said, what if you finish that half circle completely and then finish it into a giant and glorious strawberry? And that's when it clicked, and I immediately finished the bottom parts I didn't have and fully finished it into a beautiful, very big strawberry. I'm going to show you. This is it. Look. Is this a giant strawberry or is it? Look at this. I love this idea, and I just finished this and I put some felt on it and some fabric and a bell and a 2020 charm, and I really love this. And Michelle, thank you so much for your wonderful idea, and I'm going to cherish this. This is going to be wonderful for the spring and yeah, decorations. And if you hear noises, it's Simon, the son of my boyfriend, and I hope you don't hear the toilet. But okay, that's life, people. Everybody's home. So giant strawberry, I love this, and this is a perfect way to finish up something you ditched. This is, I had several people saying, oh my god, I need to have a big pattern so I can finish a very big strawberry as well. So look at how big this is. It's just, normally they're, do I have anything small? No, I don't. I want to, well, just look at this. This is, it's big and it's beautiful. So, yay. Thank you, Michelle. Then I have, this is Autumn Keeper by Barbara Anna Designs. I finished this last year and I fully finished it into a pillow. And I used some chenille. I dyed myself. This is my Dirty Snow chenille. And I used a very nice pumpkin-y fabric on the back. And I love it. And I used a 2020 charm with some buttons on the back. And yeah, really love this. Yeah, this is stitched on 28 counts Joblin, which I hand dyed with blueberry tea. Then I have another finish, fully finish. This was Playing with Jacks by the Cricket Collection. I turned it into a giant pillow and I love this. I used black chenille, which I had for the trim, and I used another pumpkin-y fabric on the back. I tried the method of slitting the fabric and filling it up, and I covered it up with some black felt and a 2020 charm with, yeah, with some buttons after or behind it. So yeah, like this. And then my last fully finish is, I love this. I love this very much. Do I know the name anymore of this pattern? And I don't have the pattern anymore because I gave it to Alice. Hi Alice! And I have some fluff on my fabric. This, I am not sure of the name of the fabric. The name of the pattern. I know it's by Kathy Barrick. I know it's by Kathy Barrick. I will, if I can remember, I will put it here and in the description box. But look at this. This, I love this. I love this frame. I found it at a thrift store and it's very ornate, and yeah, it was exactly the perfect size for this pattern, and it's also the perfect size for the light by Barbara Anna Design. So this is going to be changed up when I finish the light. But don't you just love this? I love these colors. It's done on 32 count natural raw linen by Zweigart. And yeah, I used mostly Victorian Motto sampler threads. So I love this. I love this very much. So yay! Fully finishing is also part of my plans for this year, because I don't have a under the bed box, but I have a hanger, a clothing hanger full of stuff I need to fully finish, and I want to fully finish more this year, so I don't have a hanger full of finished pieces. So okay, let's go on to the whips for the last 2 weeks. First whip, which is also my focus piece for this year, is Mini Gypsy Firefly by Aimee Stewart, charted by HAED. It's still in the Q-snap. I'm taking off the top part so you can see what I have done so far. And I'm taking off the side part. And this is the one I didn't iron because it's still in the Q-snap, because it's going to be worked on. This is part of my plans. I am planning to finish this one this year. This is my hashtag FC Finish Challenge 2021, which we, the Stitchketeers, came up with. We are planning on finishing our first HAED. And if you have a full coverage pattern you would like to see finished this year, you can also participate in this stitch along or finish along. And you just have to figure out how many stitches you have to do each week or each month. I need to do 523 stitches every week to finish it by the end of the year. And let's see if I can show you properly. This is what I have so far, and I love this. This is going to be stitched on this weekend, and last weekend was the first weekend of this year, and I managed to do a total of 546 stitches, so it's a little more than I needed to do. So I am contemplating on stitching all the black first, and I'm not sure about that, but we'll see this weekend what I will do, or if I'm going to fill up these parts. I'm not sure. We'll see. But love this one. I started this one in 2013, so it's time. And I have some other another Heaven and Earth designs which I'm going to buy because I fell in love with it. But I will show you when it's that time. So then my new year, new start. Yeah, I'm just going to show you the cover picture, which is a small cover picture. This is the 1864 EF sampler, which is on the CD Samplers and Antique Needlework Quarterly. You can buy that off of Amazon. I believe 123 Stitch does have it. And there are a lot of beautiful samplers, and this is one of them. And this is a stitch along with Michelle Mama Loves You GB and Michelle, made by Michelle McGraw, and I think a lot of others. So I started this one on January 1st, and I am going to show you what I have done. Normally I start my new patterns in the top left corner, but this one I needed to start in the bottom left corner because of the cow. I'm going to show you again. I wanted to start at that piece, that part. This is what I have so far. I wanted to go to the cow, but I managed to start at the girl milking the cow. I love this. This is stitched on 40 count wooden shoes by me. I dyed this fabric, and yeah, love it very much. And I used the called for DMCs. So I can't wait to get back to this one. This is gorgeous, gorgeous. Then my next whip is Autumn Alphabet by Willowhill Samplings. This was a stitch along in the Facebook group Stitching 911, and the hashtag for it is Autumn Alphabet with Friends SAL. And several people already finished it. I didn't. And I am going to show you. what I managed to do. This is done on 32 count vintage autumn gold by Lakeside Linens, and I am using my own conversion of Victorian Mottos and coloring cottons and 2 sulkies. So love this one, and this is soon to be finished, so really like this one. And if you hear my stomach, I'm hungry. Next one is it the last one? No, it isn't. Is A Perfect World by the Scarlett House. This started out as a stitch along between me and Alice. Alice already finished it, and I am just plugging away at it. And I say plugging away because I want to finish this year. I really want to finish it this year. And yeah, I said this is my wee year. I want to stitch what I want whenever I want. That still is the case, but I want to have some plans, small plans, which includes, I saw that at Brenda Handwork Maniac. She is doing 1 focus piece a month. So this one is going to be my focus piece for January. I am going to stitch on it 2 days a week and see how far I can get. And if I don't finish it by the end of January, it's no problem. I will pick it up later in the year, but I will finish it this year. I am going to show you how far I've gotten, but it's a very big piece of fabric. And I'm not sure if I can show you the entire let's see. Yes. I finished the entire width of the very big border, and I started stitching on the grassy part of the border, and I managed to finish up the fence, and I started at the White House, the very big White House. This is stitched on 28 count white mustard by XJudesign, and I am using DMCs and Victorian Mottos, and yeah, I really love this, and I need to finish it this year. So that's A Perfect World. Then we have Huckleberry Farm by the Blue Flower. This is a stitch along with the Stitch Geteers, which are Jantina stitches, the Rocking Stitcher, Lovely Stitches, and Alice, and me, of course. This is our friendship stitch along. We started on the 4th of December last year, and that was to commemorate. We met each other exactly a year ago, so, and we are friends, and we stitch on this every 2 weeks when we are zooming and stitching. So this is hashtag Stitch Geteers Friendship SAL. And we all are working on a blue flower pattern. Most of them are working on the quilting bee, and I didn't have that pattern, so I'm stitching on Huckleberry Farm. And I am going to show you what I have done so far. This is what I have so far. I love this. I'm using the called for colors, the called for flosses. I managed to buy them before the shortage, so I already had them, and this is done on 32 count Driftwood Murano, hand dyed by me, Driftwood. And I'm stitching 1/2 on Murano, and I love it. I started on the big house on top of the pattern. And yeah, I love this one. And then, is it my last? Yes, my last whip is English Garden by Samplers Notforgotten. English Garden sampler. I love this. And yeah, I just love this. And I'm going to show you what I have done. I managed to do a lot since last time. This is what I have so far. This is done on 40 count linen, old linen by XJudesign. And I'm using the cold for flosses. And I love it. I love these colors. I love how the white pops on this fabric. And it's just beautiful. And I can't wait to get back to this one. That's the English Garden sampler. Then I have some Stitchy Kindness and I have my plants. Besides the mini Gypsy Firefly I am going to stitch on every week, I am going to start a new pattern soonish. It all depends when Lydia of Lovely Stitches gets her thread for it. She had to order some threads and I can't wait to start this one. I love it, and it's this one. The 2020 Pandemic Sampler by Sarcy Girl, Christy. This is just gorgeous and I love this. I dyed the fabric according to her instructions and it turned out beautifully. And I asked Christy if I could put it into my hand-dyed fabric collection and name it Christy's Sampler, and she said yes, of course. She was honored, and so I'm going to show you the fabric I dyed. It's a bit wrinkly right now, but this is the fabric I dyed and I love it. It's called Christy's Sampler and it's in my hand-dyed fabric collections. Talking about my hand-dyed fabrics, I have shown you a lot of hand-dyed fabrics. I have sold fabrics through Instagram. As of this moment, the postal services are ridiculous. They are so slow and they are chaotic, and there is still, since my last sale on Instagram, a package on its way to one of the people who bought fabrics from me, and I really hate that. They pay for something and they are still not receiving it, and I know I saw the tracking code and I know it's in the US since December 9th and it's still on its way as of the 22nd of December, and it's just very slow going, and rules and regulations have changed since January 1st and costs have changed. So I decided for now, just for now, to not sell fabrics on Instagram for this moment. I'm just holding off. If you have a request for fabrics, if you want a certain color, if you want a certain fabric you already seen, you can always contact me and I will happily dye it for you and send it off to you. But for now I'm holding off of selling my fabrics on Instagram because it's chaos, and I want to keep my name up, and not because of the postal services. Yeah, I want to have good service. So that's the reason why I decided for this moment I am holding off selling fabrics. And if you have requests, you are most welcome. I will do that, and you can always contact me through Instagram or through my email address, which is always in the bottom of the description box. And that's for now the only way I am selling fabrics. And when things clear up and are getting better, I will be selling fabrics again on Instagram. So that's it for now, but Christie's sampler is in my collection. So with the permission of Christy Saucy Girl. Let me show you the call for DMCs. I love it. I can't wait to start this one. So Lydia, hurry up. I know you said you can start it if you really want to, but I love it when we can start it together. So lastly, I received some Christmas cards. This one is from Pam, Stitching in the Land of Good Enough. I won one of her Prairie Schooler mini charts during her Flossmas videos. She sent this Christmas card with it, and she sent this pattern. And I was hoping it was Christmas, so thank you, Pam. Thank you very much. And I received a Christmas card from Julia, the Stitcher Girl podcast, which is this one. Love this. And she included a DMC. So thank you so much. Thank you. You can't imagine how happy I was to receive that. So thank you. And then I received from Jantina. She bought a grab bag at the Handwerk Boutique, which is our LNS. And she found one pattern amongst some others she didn't like or cared for. So she asked us, do you like any patterns? And I really love this one. And this is going to be stitched and then it's going to be forwarded to Lydia. Which is this one. This is Home for the Holidays Christmas Stocking by Brenda Gervais. And she sent it to me. So thank you, Jantina. And when I am starting and finishing this one, I'm going to send it to Lydia next. So, and the last is some haul. I am not going to take it out of the bag because I just bought some sulkies. And they came very fast, so that's what I bought, and I am out of anything else, so leaves me to tell you about some floss tubers I found on Flosstube. I have some shout outs. The first one is Junebug Crafts. And I don't know her first name, so I'm sorry, but you need to watch her. Then we have Needlecraft Danny. She is from Germany, and I can't believe she only has little over 300 subscribers. She has such gorgeous projects and beautiful full coverage projects, so you need to go watch her. Then we have Flossabilities. I don't know her name. I believe she is from the UK and has some wonderful projects as well. Then we have Whilst Iris Naps. Oh my god. She is a designer of samplers and she is wonderful. She's from the UK as well. You need to go watch her. So if you haven't, you need to go watch her. And lastly, her friend is April May June Stitcher. She is wonderful as well. You need to go watch her as well. So those were my shout outs. And that's it. I'm going to clean up after myself and I'm going to eat lunch. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you are doing well. I hope you stay safe with everything that's going on right now and with the lockdowns and Corona. And yeah. I will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.